Previously on Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward.
Sigma! Listen to me! You can't do this!
Sorry, Vi, but this is just not your ending. And now, back to the Nonry game. Luna!
Oh, look, it's our favorite person.
You be here.
You knew?
Oh, right. We haven't talked to you in this one, huh? Oh, he remembers.
Isn't this nice?
He remembers this timeline.
This is the only place in this whole facility with anything green. I kind of feel silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. I'm not sure what you meant just now, but are you talking about something that happened in another history?
What?
I know what you can do. Someone told me about it once. They said that you have the ability to transport your consciousness through time.
Who told you that?
Luna looked down at the music box around her neck. Carefully and delicately, she twisted the dial on the bottom.
Sigma, aren't you here to ask me something? Why I killed them, perhaps?
What? She did kill everybody?
Well, actually, I already know you didn't do it.
Oh? Why do you think I didn't do it? I'd like to know your reasoning.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
I nodded and took a moment to compose my thoughts.
Might as well start with the old woman. There's no point beating around the bush, I suppose. Dio killed her.
Why do you think so?
Her left arm had been blood spattered all the way up to the elbow, except for the stripe on the wrist that was perfectly clean. What could have caused that? My guess is a bracelet. It got covered with blood and kept her wrist clean. Obviously, none of our bracelets had blood spattered on them, but Dio's bracelet reacted to the luminol. But that meant Dio's bracelet had to have come from this old woman.
Is that your proof? That's why you think Dio killed her?
No, that's only enough to suspect him. After all, he could have just taken the bracelet off after someone else killed her.
Then why are you so sure?
Because he confessed.
What?
After his bracelet reacted to luminol, I confronted him.
Alright, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
All that other timeline.
Wait, when did that happen?
A different timeline.
Isn't that against the rules?
What rules? You're not gonna try and bring up Nox's 10 Commandments. Does it really matter if it's against the rules or fair? The truth is the truth. Say that incident P happens, and after that timeline splits into timeline A and B. I don't think it's unfair to space his theory in timeline A on information I found in timeline B. After all, A and B both came from the same place, P. If you trace the history of both timelines, you'd end up back at P. Now, if I could change what happened with another instant P by visiting timeline A or B, then yes, it'd be a different story. Dude, like, all of a sudden, Sigma has just, like, awakened to his true self or something. This is crazy. I don't know that'd be fair per se, but I'd certainly be breaking some pretty big rules. Like, you know, the principle of causality. I'm sure that Dio killed that old woman. By extension, that means you couldn't have killed her. I'm assuming that Dio wasn't originally intended to be part of the Nonry game. Somehow he got in and took the old woman's place, and that's how he ended up as Quark's partner. This is just an educated guess, but I have a feeling his plan was to replace one of us. I doubt it mattered which one. I have no idea why he would want to do something like that, and I don't know how he did it either. But the fact remains that he did. He hid it in the warehouse on floor A and waited for someone to come out of one of the AB rooms. That's the one turned out to be the old woman. She left Quark asleep in the AB room and came out on her own. Somehow he managed to get close enough to stab her.
Oh, poor Akane. Dude, that sucks too, because Junpei and Akane were finally gonna be fucking reunited, but Dio fucked everything up. And he murdered an old woman, too. It's just like, dude, Dio is such a fucking...
It's so evil. He did it near the wall with the graffiti on it. I'm guessing he stabbed her from behind so that he wouldn't get any blood on himself. As soon as she was dead, he wrapped the knife up in the handkerchief. No, wait, actually. He probably took the bracelet first. Then he would have waited to wipe the blood off, so he used the handkerchief for that too. Anyway, the point is, he got the bracelet and put it on. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the rightmost AB room and its neighbor. He probably didn't expect that they'd move, or he would have to put it somewhere else. After that, he headed back into the AB room and the woman had left. Rourke would have still been fast asleep, so as far as he knew, Dio was there the whole time. This does raise a few other questions, but I'll save those for later. For now, let's move on to the other murders. Oh, actually, one of them probably isn't a murder.
What do you mean?
Alice's. I'm talking about Alice. I'm pretty sure she committed suicide.
All of humanity is going to die. Adults, children, everyone. Everyone! There won't be anyone left! I'd rather die here!
She'd been infected with Radical 6. I think that infection caused her to take her own life. She used Dio's knife, which she found in the warehouse after the AB room had moved, and exposed it. She took it with her and then used it to stab herself in the crew's quarters. Next are Clover and Temiyoji. The first question is, who put the handcuffs on them? The clue is the message Clover left. 016. Think about it, that doesn't make any sense. Clover's left hand was in the handcuffs. That means she would have had to write with her right hand on her right thigh.
I was right. It's Dio. Dio backwards.
I think it would be really hard to do that. You know? Why not just use your left thigh? Thing is, I think she did. When she died, her legs slumped together and the message got transferred to the right thigh. We just never saw the original because we didn't bother to check the other leg.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. It's just like fucking Danganronpa.
In other words, she wasn't trying to write 016.
See, because that wouldn't have made any sense at all.
She was trying to write Dio. With her dying breath, she was trying to tell us the name of her killer. Now about K and Dio. I think there's a pretty good chance Dio killed K. Here's how I imagine it. It happened. He probably sprayed Dio's bracelet with the luminol. Found the bottle in K's room.
Oh, okay.
We wouldn't have seen the reaction immediately, but Dio would have known what was coming. As soon as K turned the lights off, it would be clear that Dio had taken the old woman's bracelet. My guess is he decided to take preemptive action. When he found their bodies and the lights in the rec room were on, maybe K turned to switch the light off, and Dio took the opportunity to attack him. K was hurt pretty badly, but he didn't die right away. Probably managed to grab the spear and to stab Dio.
I don't think so, bitch. You think Kay is gonna go down without a fight? But first, I'm gonna ride the bunny ride. Whee! He's over there riding with the axe in his back.
The hell are you doing?
Shut up and let me finish my ride. Okay, and then he grabs a spear.
Then he died. So that counts for all 6 bodies. None of them your fault.
See, I like how they explained it. I was afraid it was going to be like that other ending in 999,
Sigma.
where everybody died and there was, like, no explanation. That never got an explanation for all that, you know? Other than, we guess Ace must have faked death and stabbed everybody.
I'm glad you don't think I did it, but all of your theories are just, well, theories.
No.
Like Alice committing suicide. How can you be sure? Say she was infected with Radical 6. She could have been murdered before her symptoms even began to present themselves. As for Clover and Tenmyoji, I could easily have killed them. You don't have any proof that Clover's message was mirrored like you say, or even that it was supposed to refer to Dio. Even if it did, that's not conclusive evidence of his guilt. The same goes for Kay and Dio. I could have killed them both. Why do you trust me so much? I'm a machine. I'm part of this place.
'Cause I freaking love you.
How can you trust a machine?
That's why I trust you.
What?
I trust you because you're a robot. Your robotness is just one more reason you can't be the killer. No, 3 more reasons.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
Rule 1, a robot may not injure a human being or through an action allow a human being to come to
A
harm.
robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. Sigma.
Una, I have to ask you. Can you tell me, well, everything you know? Your mind is in the central server. You should know everything that's happened here.
There was a long pause. Miss stood up and walked deeper into the garden. I followed her in silence. Eventually we reached the bench. Luna quiet and sat down just like last time. I lowered myself down beside her.
You were right. I didn't kill them.
Yay!
How should I explain? Well, actually, you got most of it right.
Doesn't matter. Tell me everything.
Well, first, yes, Dio did sneak into the facility.
I wonder why she didn't tell us this before, you know? Well, I guess she's part of the mainframe, so I guess Zero didn't allow her to do that.
He used the large cargo elevator and came into the warehouse on floor A through the number 9 door. Since the game hadn't started yet, anyone could go through it.
Doesn't really sound like sneaking. It sounds like more like just walking. He just walked in.
Yes, I guess you could say that. He did get in pretty easily, but that's because Zero Jr. lured him here.
What do you mean?
Dio wasn't a surprise. Both Zeros knew that he was going to come.
So they brought him here?
In a way.
I knew it. I guess. It's all part of this, like, why?
Because his presence was an important part of Zero's project.
What project?
I can't go into that right now. We'd be here forever.
So it is. It's like the last game. Zero isn't really evil. But, like, it's not like but one of the contestants, Dio in this case, was evil. Like Ace in the last game. He was pretty much the evil guy.
Right now, let's just focus on the murders, okay?
No, I need another explanation too.
Anyway, Dio found his way in. They made sure he didn't know that he was actually being let in.
So why'd he come here?
To make sure Zero's project failed. His first step was to pretend to be one of the players. As for how he did that, you had it pretty much right. The old woman was the first one out, and he killed her under the graffiti. He put a bracelet on after he wiped the blood off it with the handkerchief. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the 5th and 6th AB rooms,
5th and 6th.
counting from the left in their original placement.
In other words, the rightmost room would be the 6th room, and the one next to it would be the 5th.
Right. After that, he went back into the 5th AB room where Quark was sleeping. Then he just waited for Quark to wake up.
What were you doing while that was happening?
Nothing. I couldn't do anything. My body had been turned off. Zero Jr. had powered me down. My body wasn't activated until after Dio went into the 5th room. I couldn't help her. All I could do was watch while she was murdered. Everything in this place is controlled by Zero Jr. I couldn't try and prevent Dio from getting in either.
Wait, Zero Jr. controls everything. And he was the one who moved the 6th room with the crane?
Yes, that's right. Zero Jr. moved the room, not me.
I see.
And who moved the old woman?
Me.
Oh.
It took me 10 minutes to get out of my AB room once I was turned back on. I ran over to check on her as soon as I did. Then I carried her back to the room I'd been in.
Why'd you do that?
Because I was ordered to.
What?
Oh.
Luna, listen to me very carefully.
Hey, look, it's Akane.
As you already know, the final stage of the project begins in 2 hours.
Dude, I've heard that voice actor before. I'm not sure where, but other anime probably.
This will be the culmination of many years of hard work. We cannot afford failure.
Yes, I understand.
What's the song from the 999 at the end? This is the song that was played when I saved Akane.
Then let's make sure. What is your mission?
Enter the Nonary game as one of the participants and observe the actions of the other players. Ensure that they do what they are supposed to and guide them down the correct paths.
How many players will there be?
Oh god, that voice. I've heard it. It's gonna drive me nuts until I figure it out.
Myself and 7 others, ma'am. Will you be participating as well?
Yes. Our plan dictates that I must.
I'm gonna have to look it up later. She knew she was gonna die.
An individual by the name of Dio will be entering this facility presently. He has been led to believe he is doing so undetected. You've been briefed on him already, correct?
Yes. He will murder the first person to leave one of the AB rooms and take their place. If a pair is the first out, he'll probably kill both of them. That's all the information I've been given on him, ma'am.
Is there a problem?
With all due respect, ma'am, I would like to state that I don't feel right about this. We know someone is going to be killed, and we're just going to let it happen? I also have doubts about the use of Radical 6. Are you sure? Infecting all these people with such a horrible disease.
That is none of your concern.
Whoa.
Your only concern is to follow your orders.
But...
Luna, I am giving you an order. I am in command, and you do as I say.
Damn, Akane. You a cold mofo.
You are programmed to do as I say. You know this.
Poor Luna.
yes.
Good. Now, I have one final order.
Another order, ma'am?
Yes. When you leave the AB room, the person Dio has killed will still be there. I would like you to move them.
Where?
To the room you are about to enter, the 6th AB room.
But... why?
Not your concern. As a participant in the game, you must have as little knowledge of it as possible. That is why I have made sure you are unable to access any classified data. There are things you must not know. In order for this project to succeed, we need you to be as close to a clean slate as possible. There are some things you already know, which ideally you would not. Unfortunately, this is unavoidable, so you must refrain from divulging anything you know about the project to the other participants. You must never tell anyone what you know about Dio, or the body, or that you carried it to the 6th AB room. You will have to pretend you know nothing more than the rest of the participants.
Is that an order?
Yes. Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
Dude, this shit is fucking
After
bananas.
that, I went into the AB room as I'd been told to. As soon as I stepped inside, my body deactivated. But since my brain is in the main computer, I was still awake, so I still saw everything. While I waited, I used the security cameras to see what was going on in the rest of the facility.
You saw the old woman being murdered.
Yes, it was hard. What I was seeing made no sense. Several of my higher level processes nearly failed. To think that she would be the first person to come out. I think she knew that Dio was going to kill her. When she'd said she had one final order for me, I didn't understand what she meant. Like a fool, I told her I didn't approve, when I had no idea what she was prepared to do. When she died, whatever I have that passes for a heart felt like it snapped in two.
I think I understand. Everything you did because you've been ordered to.
Yes,
And it was the old woman who gave you those orders. Is she Zero Senior?
no,
What? But she gave you the orders.
she did, but she wasn't the only person I took orders from.
Oh, that was that old guy, right?
Snake, maybe! Or someone else?
Yes,
And that person is Zero Senior?
yes. They worked together to develop the project she mentioned. So I suppose, technically, my orders came from both of them. And they were both controlling Zero Junior, too. I told you before that Zero Junior moved the 6th AB room. Although that's strictly true, he didn't do it of his own free will. They ordered him to do it. He was following orders just like me. I
Why?
don't know. I really don't. Maybe they did it so that people wouldn't suspect me.
If they didn't want people to suspect you, then why have you move the body in the first place? You said you figured out that the room had been moved and now she was in your room.
Then, maybe they wanted the opposite.
You mean,
Maybe they wanted you to suspect me.
that doesn't make sense either. If they wanted people to suspect you, why move the room?
You're right. Then maybe they only wanted certain people to be suspicious of me.
You mean like Alice?
Yes. Perhaps they wanted Alice to find the handkerchief and the knife. That would explain why they moved the room.
So they somehow knew Dio would hide the knife there.
Yes, I think so.
But how could they know that?
They may have the same ability as
Well,
you.
whatever the reasons were, Alice did notice that the room was moved.
Maybe they have the same ability as Sigma, so they can see, essentially, by hopping through time, you can see exactly how a timeline's going to play out, you know? So they orchestrate everything to make sure that every timeline played out a certain way. Although I'm not sure why they would do it so inadvertently, you know? Like, why would they do it? It's like instead of directly going to the store, you decide you're going to go and, you know, take like a super long scenic route that curves through a bunch of different places before going and, you know, and wrapping around before getting there. It's like, why would you do that as opposed to just, I don't know, whatever the problem is. What is it that needed to be tackled? Maybe they need to lure Dio out? Was that the point of it?
Which meant that Clover also figured it out. And just like you said, Alice used the knife to take her life.
And it was Clover that injected her.
Clover didn't realize that, though. Or perhaps she didn't want to. In any event, she decided that I must have killed Alice to keep her quiet. So she confronted me. It was right after the second round of the AB game. Using Phi's timetable, that would be 0 hours, 0 minutes.
Wait, you were listening to us in the security office?
Yes, That wasn't all I was listening to, though. I know everything that happened in the facility after my body collapsed.
You were watching through the security cameras.
Yes, I was. I could see and hear everything. Anyway, we're at 0 hours, 0 minutes. I was in the hallway on floor A when Clover found me and took me to room 2 in the crew quarters. We entered at about 0 hours, 1 minute. She was very forceful.
I know you killed Alice. Tell me the truth, and I'll let you live.
Here's the crazy Clover we all know and hate. I've got an axe and I'm not afraid to use it.
Now fess up! I'm only gonna give you one chance. If you lie, or try to play dumb or something, I'll kill you right in front of her!
I told her the truth, of course. I explained that I hadn't killed Alice, that she'd been infected with Radical 6, and it had caused her to kill herself. Clover was never going to believe that, though.
Crazy ass. God dang it, Clover, you crazy.
We argued about it for nearly 9 minutes. It wasn't just Alice she asked me about. She asked me about the murder of the old woman, and about the AB room being moved. She wasn't very nice about it.
That's just Clover. Clover sucks.
But I couldn't answer any of her questions.
Oh, poor Luna.
How dare you try to kill Luna, Clover?
Glad she didn't actually die, though. That's good.
Because of your orders.
Yes. Then, at about 0 hours, 10 minutes, she must have run out of patience. She stuck her hand in her pocket and started moving toward me. She backed me up against the wall and pulled her hand out of her pocket. She was holding the injection gun.
Poor Luna.
I tried to
Still,
take it
though.
away from her. I even screamed for help. She refused to let go, of course, while we were fighting over it.
Well, hold on a minute. The trigger got pulled in the fight. I get that part. But I don't understand why it did anything to you.
You mean because I'm a golem? One
Yeah.
of my orders was always to act like I was one of the players. A human. Any human injected with that amount of tubocurarine would die.
That's why you, died? To keep up the facade that you were human?
No. I collapsed because Zero Jr. turned off the power to my body again.
Oh.
He probably felt he had to. Maintaining the illusion that I was human was probably in his orders, too. So to make it look like I had died, he turned the power off. Whatever the case, it was an accident. I don't think Clover ever intended to actually kill me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's just like when Clover killed Junpei. She just slipped. She's like,
Pulls her axe out. She's like, whoopsie doodle. And then she did that. Also did that to Seven and Akane and I don't know who the other person was. Oh, Santa.
She only took the injection gun to try and threaten me.
you can be sure.
When I collapsed, she looked terrified. She checked for my pulse and listened to see if I was breathing. She also shook my body and called out to me several times.
Damn it, Clover.
If she'd meant to kill me, why do all that?
I
After
don't
a
care.
few
I don't believe
moments,
it.
she ran off to the infirmary to get the AED.
You mean the defibrillator?
Yes,
They used an electrical shock to restart the heart, right?
correct.
So that was why she left?
Yes.
At 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds, Clover left the cabin in the crew's quarters.
She ran off toward the infirmary. On the way, she bumped into Dio.
Dio?
Yes, I guess she just saw him, really. They didn't talk. She just ran past.
And he just watched her go by.
Yes, I imagine he was curious, of course. He probably wondered what she was doing. But he chose not to go after her. He had something else to do.
Get his knife back. At 0 hours, 12 minutes, Dio enters the room.
He seemed pretty surprised to find my body.
Yeah, I
It
bet.
didn't take him long to get over it, though.
He's like, whoa, look, someone I didn't kill. Whoa. Wouldn't imagine it would. What'd he do then?
He'd gone there for 2 reasons. One was to get Alice's bracelet, which was a blue solo.
Right. Without a Dio and Kay and the yellow pair, wouldn't be able to get through the secondary door.
Yeah,
Right.
but he couldn't find it.
Of course. If I had already taken it by then.
Yes, but there was something else he wanted to do too.
Get his knife back.
He was there to take the knife. Removing it was gruesome.
Why did he want the knife? Was it because he used it to kill the old woman?
No, I don't think so.
What do you think?
I think he didn't want anyone to see the engraving on the knife's blade.
Yeah, the Myrmidons.
That's why he hid it so well after he killed the old woman.
Why wouldn't he want anyone to see
Do you
that?
remember what it said? There was a word engraved on the blade.
Myrmidons?
Yes.
What does Myrmidons mean? Wait, what? Wait, why do I not remember this?
It's the name of the organization he belongs to.
What is it, like a club or
I
something?
don't think so.
What is it then?
I don't really know. I'm afraid not.
Okay, I guess in this timeline I don't really find anything out about that. I guess you don't want to have the game didn't want to have you find out everything in this timeline. Fortunately, we already know all about it, so.
Wasn't he here to try and stop whatever Zero was doing?
Yes.
Then, would that mean he's on our side?
I don't know about that. He's killed 4 people. I'm not really sure he's on anyone's side.
You got a point. Damn it, this is ridiculous. This enemy of my enemy isn't my friend, huh?
May I continue?
Yeah, keep going.
I like what she said it. It's like, can I get going for the love of God? After taking the knife, Dio rifled through what belongs to Alice had. Lewis said he didn't seem to be looking for anything in particular. She probably just checking to see if she had anything useful. That was where he found the key to Kay's suit. He didn't seem to have any particular reason for taking it, at least as far as Luna could tell. 0 hours, 13 minutes, Dio left the room.
He heard Kay opening the cyan door and ran out.
Hello there. Oh, hello, Dio, my good friend. How are you?
Get the fuck away from me, you dick!
Okay, see you later.
When he left, he was heading toward the infirmary. My guess is that he was going after Clover. He found her with the AED. She was probably planning to just ignore him and head back, but Dio didn't let her.
Hey, wait. Just what are you planning to do with that thing? Thinking about trying to resuscitate Luna? And why would you want to do that? You were the one who killed her, weren't you?
Oh, snap. Snap, crackle, pop! When Clover tried to push past Dio, Luna said they began to fight.
The fuck do you think you're doing?
Snap.
What do you think you're doing, you idiot?
Dio pulled the knife out of his pocket and pointed at Clover's throat. That was when he showed up.
Dio, what the hell are you doing? None of your goddamn business. Stay out of this, you senile old shit.
Like hell, you son of a bitch!
I don't think so. He let out a yell and leapt toward Dio. Falco! Boom!
The younger man dodged him easily and lashed out with the knife. Team manager caught Dio's hand with a grunt, and for a moment the two men struggled. Then as the knife edged closer, he wrapped his other hand around the blade and tried to force it away. Ow! Oh, this is what happened. I kind of forgot. We hadn't seen Clover at all, like, this timeline. Or Temyoji. Remember, just kind of, like, fucking disappeared. Deer was a much younger and stronger man. The wound Temyoji gave himself with the knife didn't do him any favors. But he gave himself with the knife, Jesus.
Put up a valiant fight, but with a roar Dio threw him off. That was like... with a crazy Matrix-like fight. They flew through the air. It's like...
Clover's like, whoa, this is crazy! Like, jumping off the walls. And Tim as he collapses to the floor. God dang it.
What are you going to do?
Let's see. How about this?
Ow! Stop murdering me! Stop murdering people, for the love of God.
How cute.
Jeez, dude, you are fucking bananas. Jesus. Why did he stop her from trying to resuscitate, you know, Luna? You know, like, why did he go to that trouble? Like, he's like, I'm gonna kill you to stop you from trying to resuscitate her. Where did you get the handcuffs?
You two really look great together, you know?
What are you going to do to us?
Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna handcuff you to a sink. Actually, I already have.
Are you gonna beat us to death or something?
Ugh, no. Nothing so tasteless.
What are you going to do then?
How'd you like to make a bet?
A bet?
You've got, 20-some minutes until the primary white doors open. So I'd say you've got 25 minutes until they close. Give or take. If somebody happens to come by here before the doors close, you might live. But if nobody finds you, well...
We'll be penalized.
Exactly. So, I suggest you start screaming for help now. Unfortunately for you, just about all the rooms in this place are behind at least 2 nice thick doors. So unless they're pretty close, nobody's gonna hear you scream. Well, I'm off to the Floor B warehouse, okay?
Dude, that was a ballsy fucking move, first off. I mean, to do that, like, not kill her then. I mean, if we had come across her, then Dio would have been fucked. We would have beaten the shit out of him.
Enjoy your last 25 minutes. Later.
"25 minutes passed and no one came. Of course, by then there were only 3 other people who could have come, apart from Dio.
Me, Fi, and Kay, right?
Yes, you were in the crew quarters at this point.
Yeah. Kay told us about you. We also noticed that the knife in Alice's chest had been removed. If only we'd known what was happening in the infirmary.
God dang it, Dio, you psychopath.
Unfortunately for Cloverant and Miyoji, their time had come. Once the primary white door closed, both of their bracelets injected them with Soparil.
The anesthetic, right?
Yes, almost immediately they started to feel sleepy. I think that's when Clover realized she was definitely going to die. That was when she decided to leave her message. Just as you said, she wrote on her left thigh with her right hand.
Why the hell did you write it that way? Real lowercase d and then an I, I don't know.
When you write an uppercase D, then it made a little bit more sense.
No, because then if I hadn't... Because then it would have been too easy for you.
And the word she wrote was Dio.
Yes,
I should have written Sergeant Dickface. Then you definitely would have known who it was. D. I really wish I had an axe. Then I would have been able to take Dio down.
as for what happened in the rec room, well, I guess I don't really need to tell you. Your theory was essentially correct. What you said was what happened.
Sweet! Called it. So Kay sprayed Dio's bracelet with luminol, and then while his back was turned to Dio attacked him with an axe.
Ouchies. That was rather painful.
Dio mortally wounded him, but didn't kill him. So Kay turned around and stabbed Dio with his spear.
Don't think I'm going down without a fight, you motherfucker.
Right through the stomach. He's like,
There we go. All better. Okay, Kay's gonna take a nap now.
oh, it was so bad. Awesome though if he got on the bunny right when he was riding it.
At least I'll ride this bunny all the way to heaven. No.
Aw, a bit sad, but it would have been awesome too. This is when we found them.
Yes.
When did Kay get the
After they
Lumina?
went through the white door, Dio and Kay found themselves in the director's office. When they were done there, they headed back to floor A to look for everyone else. They went to the crew quarters first, then to the infirmary. Of course, they found Clover and Tenmyoji's bodies there. Dio expected to find them, of course, but he pretended to be shocked.
Oh no!
Anyway, Kay checked them over for anything useful.
This is when he found the Lumina.
Right.
Ah, I see. So that's why he sprayed them. And I guess.
That's everything that happened. Do you have any questions?
Well, what do you think? There's a bear shit in the woods?
Oh,
The first thing is Quark's bracelet. I was in the infirmary.
Tenmyoji had it. Then when Dio attacked him, it fell out of his pocket.
Oh. Oh, so Tenmyoji brought him?
But why did Timothy have Quark's
I
bracelet?
told him where it was. Do you
When?
remember when you were in the rec room with Phi and Tenmyoji?
Yeah, when he sprays the luminol, right? Sure, I remember that.
Right after then. When he left the rec room, he went toward the green door to look for Quark. I ran into him at the end of the hallway, where the 3 doors and the switch are. That was when I told him. Look, Tenmyoji. The center door is unlocked. He took off through it without another word.
It was the treatment room,
Yes.
right? Where Quark was sleeping?
Right. It only took him a moment. As soon as he saw Quark, he ran to his pod and started crying.
Oh, out of relief, right?
Yes, the display on the pod showed Quark's vital signs. It was obvious he was alive the moment you looked at it. Next to the pod was Quark's bracelet. That was how Tenmyoji got it.
How was Quark's bracelet on?
I took it off.
How?
Aluminum foil.
What? You mean the stuff from the crew's quarters?
Oh, you found it? Did you know that aluminum foil has electromagnetic shielding properties?
Oh. What?
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses. Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood.
Oh, I thought she probably froze him or something temporarily, just so the bracelet would come off.
Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching.
So you're telling me the aluminum foil can block the electromagnetic waves your heart sends out?
Yes. All you have to do is wrap it around your bracelet.
And the bracelet thinks your heart is stopped?
Yes.
Wow. Are you fucking kidding me? We had the key out of here this whole fucking time. This goddamn aluminum foil. Damn it all. Oh, aluminum foil.
Why?
Why, aluminum, why? Holy shit. Holy freaking balls. It was that easy all along. Damn it, I knew I should have watched Bill Nye the Science Guy as a kid.
Anyway, I used some aluminum foil to get Quark's bracelet off. Then I put it next to the pod.
Wait, I was squirting the pod to begin with.
Oh, that's easy. I put him there.
Yeah, I knew it.
Why did you do that?
Remember when we were first looking for Quark? I found him unconscious near the entrance to the Golem Bay.
So you carried him to the treatment
Yes.
pod. Were you the one who unlocked the treatment center too?
No, I was not. I do not have the authority to operate any of this facility's machinery.
So it was Zero Jr.
That's right.
You reactivated your body too, right? Man, I don't get any of this. Why the hell did he do that? Well, I guess it really wasn't really him that did it, huh? He was just doing what Zero Senior and the old lady told him to do. Everything leads back to them, huh? Of course it does. What the freaking fruity pebbles? What the ding dong doodly? This is a long fucking explanation. Jeez.
gonna spend like a whole episode with just this one sit down with Luna, probably.
So are you gonna tell? So
Tell you what?
When are we gonna start making out? Isn't that obvious? Tell me what the project is. Everything that happens in here has something to do with it. So why were we brought here?
To play the nonary game.
Why are we supposed to play the nonary
That
game?
was part of the project.
Why did Alice kill herself?
Because she was infected with Radical 6.
How did she get infected?
Zero Senior and the old woman did that.
Oh. Why?
It was a necessary evil. It had to happen for the project to succeed.
What would have happened if Alice hadn't committed suicide?
Clover wouldn't have suspected me, and she wouldn't have accidentally, killed me. I wouldn't have
would.
collapsed, and Dio wouldn't have found my body. That would have meant the confrontation in the infirmary never took place.
In other words, you're saying Clover and Temioji died for this project.
Yes.
Well, actually, it was the Terracurian that killed them, but they were only injected with it because of their braces, and they're only wearing this brace because of the nonary game. The nonary game was part of the project, and that's one more way it's killed them.
I guess. If you want to look at it that way.
Then what about Kay and Dio? Why would they kill each other?
Because Dio killed the old woman.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
He was worried about getting caught, so he tried to kill Kay before he could find out the truth.
Okay, pissed.
If Dio hadn't killed the old lady, what happened in the rec room would never have taken place, right?
Yes.
So let me ask you this. Why did Dio kill her?
So that he could pose as one of the participants.
Why did he do that?
To disrupt the project.
Then why'd she let him kill her?
The same reason they did all of this. It was a necessary evil. The project couldn't be allowed to fail.
Holy freaking balls. Dude, somebody here has got some super omnipotent power of, like, foresight. 6 people died here. 4 of them were murdered, one way or another, by Dio. First, that makes it look like Dio's the reason they all died, but that's not true, is it? All 6 of them, they all died for this project. That means that the murderer, or I guess I should say murderers, were the old lady and Zero Senior, right?
It's like Minority Report, you know? You like see exactly what's gonna happen, how they die.
Please tell me, what is this project about? Who was the old woman? Who was Zero?
Sigma. Would you hug me?
Oh my god, absolutely!
Dude, I've been waiting for any opportunity to do that. What?
Oh, hey! Instead of answering, Luna wrapped her arms around me and buried her face in my chest. Oh, Luna, hey yo. I love you too, Luna. My own arms hovered in the air, confused about where they should go. I swallowed hard and tried to restrain my heartbeat, which had suddenly doubled. I was about to speak when I felt something warm on my chest. Was Luna crying?
This feels nice.
Her voice shook as she spoke. I lowered one hand to her head and began to gently stroke her hair. What? What? What the hell?
Hey, Luna. What the hell is going on?
I'm sorry. My ABT is usually held in place by muscle fiber. But after Clover gave me the tubocurarine...
Okay. I get it.
Does it scare you? This is what I really look like. I'm a golem. Just a machine. A jumble of metal and plastic that pretends to be real.
Oh, Luna, I love you. I don't care if you're a robot. I wrapped my arms around Luna and hugged her as tight as I could.
You believed in me this whole time.
Yeah,
Even though I look like this?
of course. I trust you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I wish I could stay here forever. You feel so nice. But I think my time is up.
No! What?
I've done things I really shouldn't have. Do you remember what you asked me earlier? About if Zero Jr. had reactivated my body? Remember? The truth is, he didn't. I did.
Oh.
I went to the part of the core that controls Zero Jr., and I hacked it.
What?
Yes, that was the first thing. The second. Do you know what the second one was?
Getting Quark?
If I had really wanted to, I could have saved Clover and Tenmyoji. Then Kei and Dio probably wouldn't have killed each other. That's not all. I could have stopped Alice from killing herself, and I could have even saved the old woman at the very beginning. In other words, I had the ability to disobey my orders. But I didn't. That's the second thing. I broke the first law. I was scared. I was afraid to die. Obviously, hacking the core and taking control of Zero Jr.'s systems is very, very bad. Golems who don't follow orders can become dangerous, so we're terminated if we disobey. You lose access to your body, of course, but everything that's stored in the core, your memories, your consciousness, is deleted.
Oh my god, no! I didn't want that to happen. No. No, please don't do this. Don't do this game.
What? Wait, are you saying...
Yes. Very soon now I'll be gone. Zero Jr. is probably recovering himself right now. Once he's done, I doubt I'll be around much longer.
What? Why? Don't leave me here alone. I'm gonna be all here all by myself.
I watched 6 people die and did nothing. I deserved this.
No. No, you don't. Even if you had done something, you would have been killed anyway. You can't blame yourself. You did what you could. You're not wrong. This game is what's wrong. You're forcing you to watch your friends die is what's wrong.
Oh, Sigma, thank you. I'm really glad I met you.
Luna! It's gonna be okay. I'm not gonna let them do this. You're gonna be fine, I promise.
Sorry. My time's up.
Oh my god.
At least I get to die in your arms.
Luna!
Thank you, Sigma. And goodbye, Doctor.
Doctor? What?
She couldn't answer. I squeezed my eyes shut and held her, unable to bear the thought of letting any more of her slip away. With one last quiet chime, the music box wound down. I was left with nothing but silence and a cold pool of tears over my heart. Oh my god. Tears in the rain. Oh my god. Dude. No, game. Don't crush my soul like that, game. Oh my god. That hurt. That ending hurt. Oh my god. Oh. That was so sad. Oh. Poor Luna, what the hell? This not. Why, game? Fuck you, game. Oh, don't stop killing my favorite characters. Oh, that was so much worse too than the other one. Oh, then her dying with the thing, the injection, it was just like 8 million times sadder. What the hell? Why did she call me doctor?
Do I have a PhD or something? Maybe I did really graduate from college.
What the hell? I don't understand. Oh, dude, it's like That choked me up, man. That was so sad. Oh my god, that just freaking ripped me to shreds. Oh, poor Luna. Dude, I hope I can get it. I hope like the true ending has like Dio getting killed and everybody lives happily ever after. Everybody else, you know. Alice, whatever. But no, like, oh man. And then Luna and Sigma go off in the sunset. I don't care if she's a robot, dude. We'll figure something out. We'll make babies somehow. We'll make little robo babies. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think a little piece of me just died after watching that. Oh man, that was freaking... That was heartbreaking. This game's great though. I mean, really, like, it is a elaborate, well-constructed story though. Like, I mean, my biggest criticism is that I hate how it locked me out and would stop me. I mean, I get why they did it, but it was still really annoying because you get invested in a timeline only to get stopped. But once we start reaching the endings here, it's gotten like really fucking good. I only have one left, and then I think I get the true ending, and then I believe I get a secret ending if I get all the gold files, which I have so far. So, well, I think I'm going to end here for now because I'm too sad to continue keep playing this right now. That was too depressing. Oh, God, I need some time to recover from that. I need to go watch something happy. I'm going to watch Teletubbies or something. I don't know. Something just ridiculously over the top happy. Anyway, like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, or if you cried as well. Subscribe now to hop aboard the SSLP, where the days are always sunny, the vids are always funny, and Luna lives, alright? On the SSLP, she lives. And Sigma's there too. And they're making out. But then I come in and I push Sigma away. I'm like, I don't think so, man. She's my girl. And then Luna's like, oh my god, no way. And then we just make out. Sigma's like, oh man, no. Go, Luna, Sigma. I'm like, here, you can have 5. I get Luna. He's like, oh. Oh my god. Anyway, till next time, guys. Stay classy.